In early 2012, Kazakhstan, a government organization in Kazakhstan, invited Canada's State Polytechnic to work with them on the development of new colleges and polytechnic institutes with a goal of meeting Kazakhstan's need for skilled workers in the energy industry. SAIT was selected because of the Polytechnic's international reputation and long-standing success in providing graduates to the oil and gas sector. What has followed since has been a mutually beneficial relationship between polytechnics on opposite sides of the world at different stages in their history, but with many of the same dreams and goals. SAIT Polytechnic started as the Provincial Institute of Technology and Art in 1916. It was the first publicly funded technical institute in Canada and, from its earliest days, focused on hands-on, skills-orientated training designed to meet the practical needs of employers. It's a philosophy that continues to this day.
SAIT is Canada's premier polytechnic for a number of reasons. Our strategic plan that was developed in 2006 set a 10-year direction for us to focus on academic excellence, entrepreneurial outlook, and world-class service culture. And inside each of those, we had objectives which we were to achieve. So over the last 6 years, by focusing on specific things, not trying to be all things to all people, we have now become Canada's premier polytechnic. And how do we know that? Because people tell us that. People coming from all over the world to look at our curriculum development model, to look at how we engage with industry, to look at our world-class learning facilities that we have here. Recently, we just won the award as Canada's top research institution. So we know we're Canada's premier polytechnic, not because we say we are, it's because other people are telling us that.
SAIT's the premier polytechnic in Canada because they've been doing this for almost 100 years now. The close association with industry and our proximity to one of the major oil and gas centers downtown here allows us to ensure we have the leading edge curriculum and also have access to industry-informed instructors who are able to transfer that curriculum.
SAIT is also a leader in applied research and innovation. It works closely with industry, regional and local organizations, and community partners, and benefits from access to leading-edge knowledge, skill, and resources as a result. SAIT also offers diverse industry training products to corporations across the country and around the world.
SAIT is very good at getting connected to what the industry requires for training. So within my unit, we are working on getting vocabulary, language skills that are developed very specific to the needs of the industry. We use the vocabulary of that particular industry. And SAIT is constantly looking for ways to ensure that we're remaining current with what industry needs are, if it's emerging technologies, if it's new trends, new concepts that are being introduced into the business or into the industry. SAIT is very good at working with industry to identify those and to kind of get training and equipment that is up to date and responsive to the needs of that particular industry.
SAIT offers a range of credentials in diverse program areas and focuses on experience-oriented training. The multidisciplined and industry-responsive programs provide students with the required knowledge and skills for a rewarding career. This is clearly demonstrated by SAIT's success in providing talented graduates to Canada's oil and gas industry.
SAIT has been very successful in providing skilled graduates to industry because our focus is knowing who our customer is. We say that we have two customers. Our direct customer is our student, but the ultimate customer for SAIT is the employer. So with that in mind, we're saying, what are the knowledge, skills, and attitudes do our students need to hit the ground running on day one? And we work back from there. We work with industry to provide advice on our curriculum. Every one of our programs has an industry advisory committee that meets with our faculty and our chairs and our deans to give us directions for the future trends in that particular industry and help us with curriculum. Also to help promote the program. And then we hire instructors, not because of their academic credentials. We hire our instructors first and foremost because of their industry expertise, and we help them become great instructors. And so the whole focus is on serving our ultimate customer, which is industry. And we're very successful in that. As the records show, for the last decade, 95% of our graduates have received employment within 6 months of graduating.
I think the thing that's unique about SAIT is just our industry alignment, our ability to work closely with industry who are dealing with different challenges each day. And as technology and techniques progress and develop, we're able to work very closely with them to incorporate that into our curriculum and help deliver that to our students and their employees to make them successful in their business.
SAIT is unique in that we do not talk about theoretical education specifically. We're talking about knowledge, research that exists, and how does it get applied into real-world circumstances. We train people who are job ready, who know how to do the work, not just know about the work.
Many of our students have been hired as part-time or even as summer students, even in their first year after only a few weeks of being engaged at SAIT. And I think that speaks to our brand and the quality that our industry partners know that they'll see when they hire a MSc student.
Despite its success, SAIT isn't content to stand still. Ongoing improvement and innovation are important to SAIT's current and future success. SAIT will continue to improve in all areas, including curriculum development and delivery, facilities and available resources, and all other aspects of education and college life. SAIT was recently named the #1 research college in Canada. The recognition was awarded in connection with the Top 50 Research Colleges list released by Research InfoSource, Inc. as a part of Canada's Innovation Leaders 2013. A large part of SAIT's success in this area is due to ARIS, SAIT's Applied Research and Innovation Service Group. ARIS was created at SAIT 10 years ago as a gateway for industry, students, and faculty to collaborate on projects. The areas of applied research at SAIT are market-driven, and the result is projects in wireless applications development, environmental technologies, green building technologies, sports and wellness technologies, and more. In the past 5 years, SAIT carried out close to 200 industry-driven applied research projects. Examples of the diverse ongoing work at ARIS include the Environmental Technologies Research and the Biodiesel Project. ARIS launched the Environmental Technologies Research Group in 2007. The department united researchers focused on clean energy technologies with student and industry partners. Together, they are working to develop real-world solutions that address today's energy and environmental challenges. The Biodiesel project began converting waste cooking oil from the School of Hospitality and Tourism into biodiesel in 2008. Today, upwards of 1,500 liters of waste cooking oil is transferred to the project every month, significantly reducing waste from the kitchens. ARIS aims to improve our understanding of biodiesel as an alternative fuel source. Student involvement is another integral part of polytechnic-based applied research. This fosters innovation literacy, the ability to think creatively, evaluate opportunities, and apply problem-solving skills to diverse business challenges. Ultimately, it helps graduates to make meaningful contributions to future employers.
What is innovative about SAIT? I'd say the whole institution. It's ingrained in our culture to be constantly improving, to be constantly looking at how we can do things differently, how we can do new things and capitalize on new opportunities. And although we have a 98-year history, it doesn't mean we're stuck in our past. We build on the strengths of our history to look forward to the future. And so we're always looking for new ideas, how we can implement them. 10 years ago, we started an applied research area. This year, we were recognized as Canada's top research college because it was a focus of ours, and we're always looking for new ideas. And so I guess not being stuck in our past, not resting on our laurels, but always saying, how can we serve our students? How can we serve industry? How can we serve our stakeholders better?
SAIT has a very good track record of innovation through our applied research, working with advisory committees, and hiring industry experts. So in applied research, we are having our academic staff, our faculty, our students engaged in actually doing research work that is specific to projects that need to be commercialized. We also have very strong connections with industry experts, advisory committees that help us identify and design our curriculum, validate our curriculum. As new knowledge, new experiences come on in an industry, it's constantly changing, so we're constantly monitoring whether or not our curriculum, our teaching approaches are engaging and up to date in the labor market. The idea that we have is that it has to be applicable to business and industry, and everything we do is focused on that. We also help students find jobs. In Canada here, we have our 98% employment rate, so it's very high. So that's how we ensure that our programs are up to date. So we spend a lot of time working on ensuring that we're committed to the needs of industry and business and develop curriculum and instruction that supports that.
In addition to working in Calgary and in Canada, SAIT has also delivered training in 30 countries. Its projects in recent years include work in Asia, Africa, and South America. SAIT also has strong links with colleges in Australia, Singapore, and the United States.
SAIT brings a tremendous value to our international projects. The first is our long history in international work, more than 30 years all over the globe. And so we've had a successful track record. But also what we bring to international projects is our partnership philosophy. We want to work in partnership and in a collaborative manner with our international projects. We want to show them what we do at SAIT. We want them to learn the details of our success, but then take those best ideas and adapt them into their own culture. And I think that's truly the success of SAIT's long history in international projects.
One of the unique features about SAIT is we're now living in a country, Canada, which we've opened up our borders to people around the world. So we are very much a multinational, multicultural community within Calgary. 25% of the students at SAIT were not born in Canada. 20% of the students at SAIT do not speak English as a mother tongue. So what's unique about SAIT is we're able to adapt to cultural differences, language differences for a variety of students, which means that our programs, if you're looking to have our programs aligned with a business or an industry or a different geographic location in the world, we're the test ground right here in the city of Calgary. Yes, it's predominantly in English, but we're working with so many cultures, so many languages. It's a very diverse population that we have here, and we're able to help people from all over the world become successful. That's what we're great at doing.
MSc MacPhail School of Energy has extensive experience transferring knowledge internationally. We've worked in most countries. Most recently, we've been working in Australia. We've been working in Kazakhstan. We've been working with Angolan students. And we've been working with a variety of other international students. Many of the international students also come to SAIT and physically continue their education here.
Any place that there's a national company, an international company, regardless of location, we're able to adapt training needs to the needs of that particular company. So if the needs are in the country, we will work to have the students trained in the country of origin. If there's some training requirements or special technical equipment that's required that's located at SAIT, and the company is interested in having the people arrive at SAIT, we're prepared to work with them. So we're very flexible, very adaptable, and we have a model that can work anywhere in the world.
SAIT is in an ideal position to share the knowledge it has acquired regarding education, partnering with industry, working closely with the energy sector, and working with international partners. SAIT can assist a college, such as APEC, accomplish the success that SAIT already achieves in Canada. Together, they will seek to provide world-class education and improve the training capacity for the oil and gas industry of Kazakhstan.
The work that SAIT's doing in Kazakhstan is truly transformational. We're helping that country develop a world-class technical and vocational education training system. We have a very successful model in Canada for developing skilled workers at the technology, the technician, and the apprenticeship trades level. And so we're helping Kazakhstan develop a world-class technical and vocational education system that works for their country. We're working with Kazakhstan, who's been designated by the government of Kazakhstan to help advance technical training in that country. And we're starting with APEC, the Adderall Petroleum Education Center.
Our ability as MSE, which is part of SAIT, our ability to enable APEC and Kazakhstan to fast track a polytechnic school. What we've learned in over 100 years of experience, we're able to help them get that installed in a much shorter period of time. So we have world-class curriculum. We're able to help them also understand the interface with the equipment and the facilities and how to best yield the results for their students.
The value we're adding to our Kazakhstan project is we're bringing in very well-trained instructors with a curriculum that is very well thought through. We're using technology. We actually do internet linkages to some of our curriculum that has been developed at SAIT. We're customizing some of this to the client, but by and large, we're delivering state-of-the-art curriculum, state-of-the-art language skills to Kazakhstan.
Many of the challenges that Kazakhstan and APEC will resolve in Kazakhstan are similar to the challenges that SAIT is helping to resolve in Canada. The oil and gas industry in Calgary and throughout Canada needs high-quality graduates.
The benefit to the students learning in Kazakhstan enables them to basically stay close to their family, create an opportunity for employment for themselves, better their quality of life, and contribute to the oil and gas industry in Kazakhstan and ensure that Kazakhstan is also a leading country in the oil and gas industry.
Our intent is to help the people of Kazakhstan stay in Kazakhstan and develop their own systems, their own way of learning that is specific to that culture, that language. We're also helping APEC develop a post-secondary institution. So we're training instructors to teach to the Canadian standards, to the SAIT standards, and these standards are applicable worldwide. So we want Kazakhstan to be a world-renowned country in how it goes about training its employees, training its citizens in this particular field.
We look forward to arming the students with the knowledge necessary to ensure the industry partners that APEC and Kazakhstan will align with in Kazakhstan. We look forward to the opportunities to ensure the students' success, their employers' success as they continue with their oil and gas operations.
Central to SAIT's development of those graduates is the MacPhail School of Energy. It is the first school of energy in Canada and one of only a handful in North America. The school is world-renowned for providing comprehensive training to the energy sector. The school collaborates with businesses and industry around the globe to provide superior employee training. The school offers training in all major areas of the energy industry, including petroleum, electrical, chemical, power, instrumentation, environmental, water, and energy asset management.
We're fortunate at MSE with our industry connectivity and our alignment that we're able to work not only with them on the latest techniques that they're using for oil extraction, we're also able to work with their supply chains and understand what the latest equipment is that they're using in that methodology and in that process and for extraction. The Kazakhstan project, specifically working with APEC and Kazakhstan, is good news for MSE. It's another opportunity for us to basically pass on our knowledge, which is, comes from industry, comes from individuals who have been doing this for a number of years. It's a great opportunity for APEC and Kazakhstan as well, because it allows and enables students in country, in Kazakhstan, to basically continue to support the same kinds of international organizations and also some of the national government organizations involved in oil and gas, and provide them with industry-leading techniques and knowledge to help in the extraction of the oil in their fields. What's innovative about MSE and SAIT is the fact that we not only give the students the theory necessary to understand what the issues will be when they're involved in oil and gas production. But we also give them experience hands-on with the kinds of equipment that they'll see in the field. This enables them to work safely. This enables them to be successful in a much shorter period of time than if they were just looking at the theory and then placed out in the field without that experience.
Another key piece of SAIT's contribution to Kazakhstan and APEC is their assistance with English language foundations and academic upgrading. These courses, similar in nature to popular comparable courses run at SAIT, help students develop the vital foundation and communication skills they will need for their technical courses and then use within industry.
We develop curriculum that is introductory foundational curriculum, and that's with language skills, with math skills, with communication skills, so writing skills, technical writing skills, report writing, could be introductory physics, and these are the foundational skills that are necessary for students to be successful in the technology programs. This project is good for SAIT, first of all, because it gives us a good understanding of what is happening internationally, globally in the industries. And that helps us become better. So if we're aware of what an individual country's challenges are in terms of labor market development and workforce development, it gives us a better understanding as to how those needs are maybe different than the needs of another country, and it just makes us much more flexible in terms of, and much more creative in terms of how we meet the needs of that particular business or that particular country. We have a good product to sell, and the more we are in the market working with companies, the more we're able to refine the product and actually make it better for our clients and our partners.
For almost 100 years, SAIT has trained students and provided skilled graduates to a growing and evolving workforce. We have a track record of success and a reputation for working effectively and closely with the oil and gas industry. We are happy that we've had the opportunity to work with Kazakhstan as they seek to achieve goals in Kazakhstan that SAIT seeks to achieve in Canada. We're excited to see what achievements SAIT and APEC will enjoy in the future.
We look forward at MSC to working with Eldana and her team at Kazakhstan. It's been a pleasure to work with them to this point, and we look forward to the future. We also look forward to continuing to work with Rustam at APEC and his team. They are definitely passionate about making it happen for the students and for the industry that they serve. Kop Kop Rahmat.